Welcome to episode 16 of 100 Songs. As chosen by The Wheel, we are covering The World of Shampoo by New Wet Kojak. Not to be confused with the old dry Kojak. I'm not sure if Kojak in this name is reference to the only Kojak I know, which is the Lollipop Cop. I just made that up. Played by Telly Savalas, that show in the 70s. I'm assuming it is. I don't really know the origin of the name of the band. Anyway, this song is on their 2003 This Is the Glamorous album, which was the last of their albums, and they had a pretty short-ish run. I believe four albums, including an EP. 4, maybe 5, including an EP. Scott McCloud and Johnny Temple from Girls Against Boys formed this New Wet Kojak band in 1995, which was when Girls Against Boys was arguably in their prime. So this is a few years after Venus Luxor #1, which we covered in the first episode of this series. And it features the vocals of Scott McCloud, which I'm a really big fan of. And it's got kind of a jazz element to it. It's rock music for sure, but it's got kind of a smoky, sultry, is that even a word, aspect to it. Prominent use of sax is featured in this particular album, and I enjoy this band quite a bit. When they first came out, their first album, that is probably their most popular, was I kind of liked it, but I kept going back to Girls Against Boys and the other just ton of great music that was coming out in the early 90s, and I didn't actually really fully appreciate it until years later, and then I started really getting into New Wet Kojak. So I'm glad I revisited, and so here we are. That's why they've appeared on this list. This particular song, I'm not really sure what it's about, actually. We're going to listen to a little bit of it here. But I read recently that the band has announced their first live show in over 20 years, which is remarkable. So 2024, sometime early 2024, they're playing a couple of dates, I believe. I think they're from West Coast. They're not from the West Coast. They're from Washington, D.C. So I think they're playing on the East Coast. And I would love to see this band live. I have not seen them live, so they're on my list. If they ever came around, I'd go kind of out of my way to see them probably. So it'd be exciting if they released a new record. Although I don't think that's what this is. I think this is just an appearance. Who knows? Like I had mentioned before, I met Scott McCloud pretty recently, because last year, and I got to talk to him for a few minutes, and I was starstruck. I mentioned this in the other episode where I covered Girls Against Boys. I saw Johnny Temple that show as well. He was playing with Girls Against Boys, of course, playing bass. I did not meet him, but anyway, World of Shampoo. Let's check it out. Let's pick us up at the chorus. I really like the chorus part of this song, which is what the lyrics are part of here.
I tell you this, everybody wants to save our souls. Tell us what we already know. I'll tell you now, yeah, I'll tell you this. My baby is for real. tell you now, yeah. My baby is for real. My baby is for real. My baby is for real. For real. Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. My baby is for real.
You got a little bit of the sax there, kind of kicking in. I like the effect in the background there, kind of where I was starting to cut it right before I cut it off. Not sure what that is, but I like that effect, kind of whirring effect in the background. The song goes on for not quite another minute. Check it out though, new Wet Kojak. I think you can really listen to any of their CDs. Really, I do recommend this one. I don't know. Let's consult the wheel and see what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow, right? Probably later in the week. Okay, when I was in blank. This is from a band called Juno. That is very obscure, and I don't understand why. They only had a couple of releases. So we're going to talk about Juno next time, when I was in blank. So until next time, take it easy. We'll see you.